Hey there. So I am super excited for you because you've probably just gotten your first Saint order, and I want to help you walk through the steps in order to get your first look on. So first thing first, we're going to go through, I'm going to do a look for you today, but we're going to do a bonus with color correction. I'm going to use two different brushes. I'll use one side of my face, I'll do the buff, and the other side I'll do the 3D brush. So we'll just kind of do that. So a lot of you got a variety of the buff or the 3D to start. So we're going to use them both, and help me remember, I'm going to put them on either side of me. So if I have the other video you may have seen on when you get your first order. If you don't have some of those pamphlets in there, that's totally fine. I can walk you through if you have any questions on what clarification on where your orders or where your colors go. So reach out to me, let me know, we'll get you fixed up. So if you have a tin and you're not quite sure how to use it, if you didn't watch it, you've got your tin is always going to have a cover and a lid on it. These are all of your cream highlights, your lip and cheek colors, all those are going to have them. And it's just a lid with a plain tin under it. So you take the finger, your thumb and your forefinger, pointer finger on the top, and you slide the top finger back and then push the bottom finger out, and there you go. So don't take it off all the way. I'm going to open up my palette, and I already have these placed. You can do these in a variety of setup. I always like to do mine lightest, highlight, darker, then my contour, and then my lip cheek. If you have the 4-pack, I have the 12, and it's set up 3 like this. You can do, so they're, 4 across and then 2 down like this. However you want to do it. Play around with it, see what works for you. So just to place it in here, I'm going to take it in here so I don't ever have to worry about touching. It's just going to pop right in place. Beautiful. So the lip cheek color called Frenchie is an amazing color. It is pink. It is like a peachy pink, but it is fantastic for some color correction. And I worked my butt off this week, in all honesty, and I have some little bit of dark circles under my eyes, and I have a blood vessel on the top of my nose that is forever there. It has been there since the beginning of time, and I'm going to conceal it for you. So this is Frenchie, just making sure I got the right one. You can see it's kind of like peachy pink. It is beautiful as a lip color on its own. I like it for its magic tricks. I'll show you what I mean. Another good color for this is also mango. You can play around with some different colors for color correction, but this is the one I like to use. Mango on me is too orange. It kind of follows the color wheel concept, where if you look at a color wheel, like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, whatever's opposite the color wheel is gonna correct, or I can't think of the word. You know what I'm going. It's going to help erase or eliminate or fade that color. I cannot come up with my word for it tonight, but that's what it's going to do. So we're just going to go with this. And I'm just going to put it on. This is going to be the opposite of like a blue. This is kind of like a bluish purple. And I have them just on the inside corner of my eye. You can see that. And then it goes just down to here. And then I have this blood vessel. It's literally on the top. So I'm going to watch. This is just just warmed my finger on there. I did not do any digging or gouging. It's literally just on there, and I'm just going to tap it on. There, it's concealed it, right? Because it's playing with the colors. So I'm going to go right in there. The thing with, and I'm going to do a super thin layer, because a little bit goes a long way. Okay, you don't want to be like caking on stuff, right? Okay, so I've got most of that off my finger. I'm just going to do a little touch here and back over. And I got a little bit out here. I have like a blood vessel, so we're just going to hide that as well. Just kind of walk this out. Just make sure whatever you're dealing with, if you're washing your face, if you're applying makeup, any kind of product underneath your eyes, just be delicate. Be gentle with that skin underneath your eyes, because it is so sensitive. You just need to make sure you're taking care of your skin, and your eyes are the first things to wrinkle. So there is that color correction, okay? I love using Saint makeup. I don't color correct very often at all. Typically my colors are enough for me. If you're finding that you're really not having the coverage that you want, I first of all apologize. Sometimes color matching off of a cell phone camera selfie is really difficult because it's a lot of times they have color correction on your camera itself and it doesn't show your true colors. So let me know and we will try and figure out a way to get that corrected for you. We have the 90-day exchange policy, 30-day return, and then I will always help you out and be there for you. Next color we're going to use for color correction is Aspen. So this is kind of like, it almost reminds me of clay. It's kind of like a grayish color. I have matched some girls as this color for their contour because it does have a nice, if they want a super subtle, you can use it as a contour. Super, super subtle. This is for a person who's got nice, really light skin. But I like to use it because gray is the opposite of red on the color wheel. And as you can see, I have areas of redness all over my face that it's not super obvious. And honestly, my makeup for the most part will fix it. But I do have these blood vessels in my nose that are never going to go away unless I have cosmetic surgery or whatever the heck, what do they laser them? Yeah, it's not really in my budget anytime soon. So I'm going to use Aspen until that happens. Again, I'm just going to take a tiny, thin layer. You do not need much. And put it on that color, okay? And this is all you need to do. It's gone, right? So I have like a cluster of vessels here. Typically with my skin also, if I rub it and touch it, it gets red. I just have really reactive skin. See, like here. And then I'm going to do this other nostril. So this one's mostly gone. I've got a little bit in there. Very thin layer. I don't color correct frequently because I like the time concept that this makeup has, because you can do your makeup and be done super quick. And this for me, I feel like I'm doing more fine tuning. This is going to be like if I'm going to a wedding, if I'm doing something where I'm going to be in a lot of photos, and I really want to make sure that I have the most flawless skin that I could possibly have. Okay, I think I got a little red dot on my nose. Okay, I think we got it. It's not obvious. I don't have like grayness. I shouldn't have grayness on my face, right? I shouldn't have obvious makeup on my face at this point. Just real thin layer. Just get this a little bit more. Make sure I work it all out. Okay. And that is Aspen. Okay. Then we're going to take and just do my regular hack. So since we are layering colors, we're not going to be swiping and swirling and all that. It's going to be a lot of stippling. And stippling is when you take your brush and you have your color on your brush and you're kind of tapping, stipping, dabbing. We're not doing anything for swirling or wiping, blending, all that kind of thing. So you can still use this process with the cheetah hack. You can still do the camo hack. The key point with camo hack is that your camo color should be doing all of this color correction for you. So it's just seamlessly one level. If you don't like that, if you prefer to do the layering of these color correction colors, this is just a bonus. This is just something fun, something extra you can do if you want to do it this way. So I'm going to take my buff brush because I'm going to do that with my left side because I keep grabbing my left because I'm a lefty. So I always start with my brightener. And here I have linen. So I have linen on my brush. I'm just using my brush technique. I'm not using my fingers for my cheetah hack. And I'm just placing this color with a stipple underneath my eye in that corner and just kind of blending and working this out. Okay. And then I'm going to go down the side of my nose to make sure that I have that coverage that I want. I don't want a gray nose. Again, I'm just stippling. Okay, so that color is in place. I didn't put any on my eyelids, so I'm just going to move that around a little bit more better. There we go. Okay. So then I'll take on the top of my nose and stipple because I have that peachy. I don't want to wash away that peachy. Okay. And then, where else? Oh, well, I got it on there. I might as well do it. Down my chin and down my nose. Okay, so I'll do the other side. The bigger side I'll use for my candlelit, which is my main. And I'm just kind of stippling that all over my bearded area where I would put, where I would have a beard. Okay, so I haven't color corrected here as much. I'm just going to buff back here because, again, I did not put color corrector here. Now here I did. Stipple, 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 stipple. And you can do this slow, you can do this fast. I do it fast-ish. Beautiful colors. When I do the camel hack, I feel like linen is really good for me. But when I don't do the camel hack, I feel like it's just a little bright. So I'm actually more closer to Aura. I didn't switch it out, but that's okay. We'll make this work. Okay. So then I'll just do... So there is the difference, right? I didn't do a before picture again, dang it. That's okay. All right, so all right, and I just like to go up and out when I do that, okay? All right, so that's the difference that you have. I'm going to go into my contour color with my buff brush, and I'll just go into my forehead here. And this is the smaller end that I'm using, and blending that and working that in to my forehead. And I still kind of follow that rule where I'll have more contour on like the outer part of my face and just kind of focus on that triangle of light in here. Okay. I got too much here. It's fine. Fix it. There, I got it worked out. Okay. Contour, done. And then I'm going to do my cheek color. This is where if you feel like you're getting washed out a little bit, you can always go in and do Bella on top. And I'm going to do Bella for you at the end and let you see the difference. And I just like to place that cheek color right on top of the cliff of where I've put my contour. And then I'm going to come in with my illuminator and just kind of rest that on top, the top portion of my cheek color. Okay, so now I'm going to do the other side with my 3D brush. So then I'm going to take my 3D brush, and I like to use the pointy end here just to help me get in that area really well. So when I do, when I put my makeup on, I just dab. Okay, that's all you really need is just a dab. You don't need a ton of product. You should not be swiping. We gotta move that all around my eyelid. Okay. So, and I already got this with my other brush. And then, wow, I used the same side. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. So I'm gonna use the bigger end. I did two or three dabs there. Just all over my side of my nose just to help kind of act. I used too much linen, I think, was my problem. I'm so used to using this technique with Camel Bridge and Pop. Remembering to stipple, I have to remind myself. It's totally fine. Okay, so then we're going to come in with, I'm going to use the pointy end, and I again wedge it up, right, against my hairline, and then I'm going to bring it in. I'm using the same technique, just a different brush, just to show you it can be done any way you want. And I didn't do color correcting up here, so I'm just going to do there we go. So that cliff. So again, the outside corner of your ear in a downward angle, just because I want to elongate my face a little bit more to help slim it out. And then I find my cheekbone, which is right here, and then you find that crevice. So we all have like a little bit of a natural shadow here. I go just above that ridge, just below the peak, because I want to get my contour on the cliff of my cheekbone, okay? And then you're going to sweep it up. Oh, I grabbed Bella by accident. See? Mistakes happen. But you know what? I know a girl who uses Bella contour as her, or Bella as her contour, and it's just fine. All of these products are so amazing because you can use them for everything. So interchangeable. Okay, so I'm going into my cheek color. And then again, just above my contour where I have that. And I start from the outside corner, the very height of my cheekbone. If you want to smile, you can see where it's at. I go right behind it or in the outside corner of my eye. And then, top of my cheekbone, I put my illuminator. I can definitely tell that the side of my face with 3D it feels like a lighter coverage. I think I didn't get quite enough right here. But also layered color. It's a lighter coverage. I don't have quite as much as I do on the other side, but I still feel like I have a very nice finish over here. Very nice finish here as well. And then I would have come in with my perfector, and then we'll blend and get the rest of the excess makeup on. Okay, so I have my perfector right here, and I'm just going to dab all over, and I'm getting this excess makeup off. I already put my cheek color on, so I'm going to avoid that area. Get in there with my outside corner where those little wrinkles are at, right up against my eyelid so I don't have too much product. And make sure you're not wiping, because you don't want to wipe your makeup off. Outside corner of my eye, underneath that eye, in the crease of my nose. Look at it. You can see that excess I have. A little bit. If it's showing up for you, you can see a little bit, right? And same thing here. I forgot to do my chin contour. Let's do it. So I'll do on this side. I like to take that edge again. Same thing. So you're getting that widest part of your jaw. And then I'll use this side of my brush and blend it down. So the beauty with these creams, again, I've said before, whoops, wrong side, is these are going to melt into your skin, not penetrating your skin, but just that nice even layer over top, so it's going to look like a second skin. Oh, gorgeous. Okay. So it makes me excited. Very excited for this. Okay. There you have it. So that is the basic hack, highlight and contour. Doing my lip color, same color. This is plum, and then you can take either your illuminator, or I've done, here's the illuminator, the cream, adds a beautiful color, or you can take a glossy or semi-gloss and make a new color, or do it all. And I love that. I love mixing it up, and then you can kind of personalize it just how you like it. So there you have it. This is the basic hack with the buff brush and the 3D brush. They're both fantastic. At the end of the day, I'm going to probably, since this is going to be your main brush, I recommend cleaning them more regularly, because if you can see, I have contour on here, and I don't want to come in here with contour and do my brightening color, right? So I would recommend cleaning these off, or even just rubbing off excess. If you keep like a paper towel or something, you can probably rub off excess so you don't have so much of that extra product on there. But the brush cleaner is fantastic. It cleans your brushes. You can use them instantly. It sanitizes them to help keep them clean so your skin stays clear and blemish free. And the oil in there also conditions your brush so that the bristles stay nice and soft and they last a lot longer. So take good care of that investment that you've made. And I thank you so much for time and watching. Take care. Good luck. Let me know if you have questions.